Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Pwny, and in this video, we're going to be going over the updated news that we've got from Madden 26. So the only thing that we can really do and showcase are people that are playing, that have played Madden 26 last week, kind of like Kurt Benkert here. Now, this is a Twitter thread that he posted today, a few hours ago, talking about everything that he's able to speak about when it comes to the actual game. And again, there's not a lot to be like super excited about, but there are some tweaks to the game that are gonna make it a lot more fun. But there are some things that EA is just kind of like tossing in there to make it seem like it's like a super good thing. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and hit that noti bell so you guys don't miss an upload. And if you guys got nothing to say, we back with the FTA for the algorithm. So go ahead, like it up, comment down below, do whatever you guys need to do. Now, again, this is Madden 26 news, and I'm excited for Madden, but you know, of course, I'm a little bit skeptical about even playing it as heavy as I did the previous versions of the game, because I hate the repeating stuff. I've done it time and time again, and nothing so far has stood out to me where it's like, hey, this is huge, this is big. So Kurt Benkert, former NFL player, I don't know if he's still in the league, but he has gotten into the content side of Madden stuff. So he went on and played the game about it. And I haven't been shy about how positive I feel about the potential for this game. And again, the potential is huge. I will agree to that. The potential for this game is massive. But he broke down the deep dive they posted this week to add some context, blah, 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 blah. And again, he says not an ad, but he is an EA partner, or else he wouldn't have gotten the chance to play the game. So take the notes that some of these people that are EA partners have to say about the game. Take it with a grain of salt, because they're gonna say the game is amazing. That's just what it is. They're gonna say, "Oh my God, the game is great," because they're getting a chance to play the game early. They're getting the chance to make content early. That's so if they went on to say, "Man, this sucks," no, they're hype about it. So this post is probably gonna be a lot of hype, and a lot of optimism, while I'm gonna try to be a little bit more pessimistic about the situation. So first up, he speaks on QB DNA. Over 500 new animations tailored to individual quarterbacks. Playing as Josh Allen feels like Josh Allen with midair throws and all. Joe Burrow sets his feet before delivering, just like on Sundays. The attention to detail is impressive. QB releases being in the meta is a thing of the past, and now they reflect how a QB plays in real life. My release would be on another level, is what he says. But let's talk about this for a second. Over 500 new animations tailored to individual quarterbacks. Now, the only thing that we can really compare this to is other sports games. And the only sports games that a lot of people always compare this to is NBA 2K. NBA 2K has had every single shooting animation, every single Euro step, every single thing that is tailored to attention to detail. We shouldn't be getting this in Madden 26. This should have been a thing damn near 10 years ago. I'm not giving EA the nod on this. It's big. It's good that they've done this, but at the end of the day, it's a little because it's like just more animations. You guys promote more animations every single year. You guys should have an abundance of lifelike animations that each quarterback does. It's laziness on your part, EA, for you guys to do that. Now, QB releases being in the meta is a thing of the past is actually huge news, because if you guys are playing Madden Ultimate Team, even if you guys are playing regs, certain QBs have always had really good releases, Aaron Rodgers being one of them. And they ended up giving Aaron Rodgers release to Will Levis. They ended up giving that to Jordan Love as well. So they ended up having that quick, that like if you're throwing short passes, you want the animation like an Aaron Rodgers or one of those kind of guys, right? And then they made certain animations where it's like, oh, this is perfect on all three phases of the game, all three passing phases, whether it's short passes, medium passes, or deep passes. There's different kind of throwing animations for each of them, and each of them set the meta on how good that throwing animation is. So early on in the year, before Gunslinger becomes a thing, Aaron Rodgers' release is what people are kind of looking for, and that ends up becoming the meta. Apparently, it's a thing of the past, and that is actually huge. The animation stuff, hate it. I don't really care about the animation stuff because EA should have had that for a while now. So that's actually big, and I hope that that's actually a thing that makes the game different. Now, Coach DNA is a game changer. Coaches now have unique personalities and tendencies. Facing Dan Campbell, expect aggressive fourth down calls. And now, me being an online competitor, I'm mainly going to be playing online a lot more often. So I'm not really focused on the reg side of things or the franchise side of things or dynasty for that matter. But I think this is a good change. It's a good change that a lot of people might not even realize though. So that's a huge thing to actually notice and to mark down, especially to make it like, again, you do have coaches that are going to be sitting there going for it on fourth downs, tush pushing it on fourth and inches. Like that's going to be the thing. So the AI adjusts play calling based on real world data, making each matchup feel authentic, which means damn well Sirianni is going to abuse the hell out of the tush push, which is perfect. And I think, again, the more immersive that the game becomes, the more people play the game because it's like, oh man, this is like real life football. This is as immersive as it can possibly get. That's why the animation thing is big. If you're playing the CPU a lot, if you're playing dynasties, if you're playing franchises. But again, for me, these animations should have been in the game a while ago. So for me, I'm just pointing out that EA is being lazy. Granted, it's better to get it now rather than never. But again, it's laziness on their part. It's like trying to get the new iPhone where it's like, hey, we upgraded the camera to 0.3 pixels instead of 0.2. It's just those small changes. It's like they should have been done a while ago. Now, playbooks have been overhauled with nearly 1,000 new plays. This is always huge. This is always a big thing. But the problem is they announced the playbooks that get updated, and nothing got up. Well, not nothing, but there wasn't like a massive overhaul of plays that ended up. They updated the playbooks maybe once or twice this year for Madden 25, and again, we want different kind of options, especially on defense. Now, defensively, there are custom zones now that you guys are going to be able to put on field apparently, which is huge. Which kind of, again, we need stunts in the game. College football is apparently having stunts, so I hope that the stunts make a huge difference in the way that some players played. They try their defenses, but I don't know if the stunts are going to be a D-line adjustment. Like if you can sit there and actually get on one of the D linemen and cause them to make a stunt, that means that there's going to be some crazy blitzes that we're going to be able to come up with. But let's read. Playbooks have been overhauled with nearly 1,000 new plays. Motion-heavy offenses like Miami and San Francisco are now represented, and plays you see on Sundays are in the game. Defensive schemes include exotic blitzes and disguises, making being a D-line user a smidge more respectable. It's never respected. That's how I know casual. It's like having a real NFL playbook at your fingertips. Now, this is good and bad at the same time because my man, this is a Rex Dixon post. Shout out to my boy Rex. But like the D-line stuff, man, we don't want to push the D-line stuff. We want players to get better at Madden, and being on the D-line means like, hey, we're gonna play some set it and forget it kind of defense. So hopefully the D-line stuff isn't too impactful. Now, this is a big one here. The new wear and tear system. A lot of people were confused, and they were wondering if the wear and tear system was going to translate over to Madden Online. And from the looks of it, the wear and tear system is going to be a thing in Madden 2026. Now, the positives, I think the wear and tear system adds like a level of realism that a lot of people are going to enjoy, myself included. I actually like college football and the wear and tear system. Now, the downside. Matter of fact, let me read this before I just get too deep into it. Player fatigue and injuries now impact performance over time. You'll need to manage your depth chart strategically, just like in the real league. EA took a step forward with realism this year, and this is a great example of that. Now, that's, again, it's perfect, right? Problem is, this is playing a part on EA's greed. Now, if you guys played college football, you guys know that if you guys played Ultimate Team as well, you guys know that you guys needed players as backups so that your team can function properly. Now, the problem with this game is abilities make the game. So depending on where the ability point system is set at, or how good your team is, your college team, like do you have backups on your college team? You're not going to be sitting there playing with Syracuse football team and thinking that you're going to have backups that are going to be able to come out and perform just as good as the starters. It's going to make the game seem a little and it's going to be frustrating. But for Madden Ultimate Team or the college Ultimate Team, you're going to need to come out of pocket a lot unless they're giving out a lot of rewards for those game modes, which is going to be very, very frustrating. If you ain't got, if you don't have the pull, if you're not a content creator and you can sit there and these are write-offs, you're going to need to come out of pocket for a lot, and you're going to need to have backups. Madden Ultimate Team having that is not the best idea, in my opinion, because it's just going to make the game a lot more expensive for people who play Madden Ultimate Team, which to me, that's a downer. That's terrible for me. This is the big one for me. And then there's football weather. Snow, fog, rain, whatever it is, it all changes how the game feels. Guys slip in blizzards, ball gets slick. Kicking in the rain, good luck. Ball turns into a brick. Cold teams handle the cold better. Heat drains northern squads. That's a lot. Little details that make a big difference. Huge win for the realism crowd. Now that's, again, I agree. Huge win. But where's the RNG in it? Random number generator, like who's gonna be the player that randomly slips on a fourth down call, a third and crucial, whatever the situation is? Who's the person that's gonna slip in a competitive setting? If we see something like this in the MCS, and you got King Henry facing Big West or whoever won the finals, you got Fancy playing Henry, right? Those are the two of the best Madden players in the world, and it's a tie game. And it's a third and long situation, and you got a guy that's wide open and he slips. That's Madden and all these EA football games are already extremely fluky. So I can only imagine that being the difference maker in a game, on top of dropping interceptions, on top of the O-line not working properly, etc. There's always so many different issues with EA, and they just added a bigger one. Weather in online games will be huge. I've been asking for weather stadiums, because for zero chill programs, for example, I think they should have dropped a snowy stadium. Regardless if you got the immersive or the immersion out of it, like where they're slipping and stuff like that, drop a snowy stadium, drop a rain stadium. The game plays the same. Yes, there'll be some slipping, maybe when they get up to the line of scrimmage or something like that, but I don't think it should be impacting competitive games. Now, when I say competitive, I mean like we're not playing the computer, we're not playing any sim type of game. We're playing online, and we're playing for a championship, or we're playing, we're heading to a Super Bowl. That's gonna make it rough, and it's gonna make a lot of people angry. But I like the realism out of it personally. Let me know what you guys think about that, because that, to me, that's the big one. And then I believe that's it. There's more I can't share yet, but Madden 26 is taking some real steps forward. Not perfect, but progress. And then he posts a picture of himself saying that he's going to be dropping dimes day one. That's pretty much it. That's a lot of information without saying too much that we ended up getting. So shout out to Kurt Benker for that, because again, there's not a lot of people that are sharing too much, especially in that format where he's just writing it all out. Because obviously, if they're going out there and they're doing that, he's taking notes. He's a smart guy. He was an NFL quarterback. You don't get to that level without having some sort of intelligence. So he's a smart guy. He's doing what he's doing. But again, this game, there's a lot to this game that is worrying, and the weather is definitely one of them. So let me know your thoughts, because I'm curious. I'm excited to play. Also, the college football beta is out, so check your emails. You might have a link in there. I don't have one, so I ain't got code. So please don't be hitting me up for anything, for anything code related. But college football codes are out, so make sure you guys are checking your emails for that. EA just started releasing them today, so they're probably going out in waves. So if you haven't gotten one, go on Twitter, follow these guys, follow all these guys that are on Twitter, because they're all, a lot of them end up doing giveaways. Plus the developers are on Twitter and all that stuff. And there's a bunch of people that are sitting there constantly doing giveaways for stuff like that. And then they'll end up doing a Madden one as well. They're doing betas for both of them, so be prepared for that. And let me know what you guys think about the current information and the current news that we got on Madden 26. My name is Pwny, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces. Tell you guys.